Well, hello there folks, and welcome back to the Whiskey Friend with me, Alan. Here we are again, we're back on the bourbon. This bourbon's had a wee bit of a journey to get to me. I've got the Manchester Whiskey Boys. One of the Whiskey Boys is Justin Adams. His mate was going to Vegas. Managed to catch up with the Dram Yankee when he was in Vegas. Dram Yankee passed him this bottle. His mate muled it back to Mr. Adams. I've met up with Justin and picked it up, so it's had a little bit of a journey to get to me, so I'm very, very thankful to everyone involved. I've managed to get a hold of this. It's the Elijah Craig. It's the B522. 12-year-old bourbon, uncut, unfiltered. Beautiful 12-year-old age statement on there. It's coming in at a whopping 121 proof. That's 60.5 to me and thee. I'm not going to mess around, guys. I'm going to dive in, I'm going to nose it, I'm going to taste it, I'm going to share it with you. I've had it covered up for the last hour or so. Typical Whiskey Friend coins, folks. Yes, they are still available if you want to help support the channel and you want to build up your coin collection. Then I'll pop all the links into the description. Just a quick one, guys, if you're new to the channel or if you're a returning subscriber, then thank you very much and welcome back. Just to let you know, it still doesn't cost you anything. Still completely free, and you're helping the channel massively on its way to the magical 6k. Big red buttons just down here, folks. Yes, and don't forget the bell to be kept update whenever I'm putting a new video out and a new live stream. Just click that bell. Other than that, housekeeping done. Let's get back onto the bourbon. Elijah Craig produced 3 batches annually. They do an A batch, a B batch and a C batch. This is the B batch, which is the B is for the B batch, the 5 is for May, and it's 22 is May 2022. So I'm a couple of months behind with this one, but yes, we're on the other side of the pond, so it takes a wee bit of a while to get here. What a beautiful colour that one is. It's such a dark, rich, there's definitely a bit of Jurassic Park amber going on there, dark amber. Just moving into this, guys, on the nose. I don't know if I'd love for you to be able to smell what the shed smells like, but the shed smells like a sweet shop. It smells like you've walked in, you've wanted to buy some sweets for your child or your nephew or your niece or someone like that. You're just going to buy a nice bag of sweets for them. The whole shed just smells of sweet shop. It's so sweet. It's got a beautiful richness to it. It's candy sweet, lots of caramel, lots of toffee. It's got a really nice light oak smell to it. Maybe a little bit of chocolate in there as well. A little bit of chocolate, a little bit of red fruit. But it's such an engaging nose. Big burst of cinnamon. We have a little bun here as well in the UK. It's called a Belgian bun, which is a bit doughy. It's like a nice bit of bun with some nice icing, vanilla icing on top. And it has a little cherry on top of it. But if you just imagine that Belgian bun and you just sprinkled cinnamon all over it. I know we have a cinnamon bun very similar as well, but this has got a wee bit of the Belgian bun with a big burst of cinnamon sprinkled over the top of it. It's so fragrant. It's such an engaging nose. It's a wonderful nose to sit and nose. In fact, before I switched the camera on, I was spending a bit of time nosing it. 121 proof, 12-year-old age statement. Fantastic. Let's see how it tastes, folks. Let's have a first sip. Cheers. Okay, that's different. When I've done previous Elijah Craigs in the past, it's been a big, powerful, intense, blow your socks off, blow you from right off your seat Elijah Craig arrival. This is different. This is a little bit more mellow. It's a little bit dry. A little bit of light oaks there, a little bit of dryness, but it's creamy, it's buttery, and the cinnamon's massive. It's got lovely bacon spices, but lots of sweet spices, soft spices. The chocolate's there, the toffee's there, the candied toffee, caramelised toffee, that little bit of red fruits in there as well. But cinnamon, it's nutty, maybe peanut. It's got some dark fruit, and it's yes, it looks dark, and I think it's giving me the impression of a dark whiskey. Let's have a second sip. Here's why I think this Elijah Craig's different to some of the others I've tried. This is probably the easiest sipping Elijah Craig that I've had. You would never guess it's 121 proof. I don't think I'd ever imagine adding water to this one. I think some of the other Elijah Craigs, with that big powerful arrival, that big wow factor, I'd maybe add some water to it. This, I don't think it needs any water. I'm pretty sure it'll take some water. It's gone a little bit nutty now there as well on there. A little bit of nutty, a little bit of peanut butter maybe. But it's definitely creamy. Let's have another sip. That was just for research, of course. Nutty, toffee, caramelised sugars. Such a sweet whiskey. If you have a sweet tooth, guys, then this is right up your street. If sweet's not your thing, then this might not be the whiskey for you. But it's a bourbon. It's a nice bourbon. Palates, a little bit mellow. I think the word that came to mind, I was thinking, don't take this the wrong way, it's a wee bit underwhelming compared, and that's just compared to some of the other Elijah Craigs I've had. You see, this one's 138.8. It's almost hazmat. This is a little bit less at 121, but yeah, it doesn't drink that. I think it maybe drinks 110, maybe 115 at a push, but it's such an easy. And the more you sip it, as you could probably guessed, the more you sip it, it's getting so much easier to sip. But finish wise, it's peppery. It's pepper in the tongue at the minute. That light oak's in there. Maybe a little bit of spiced oak. The chocolate's there. And there's a little bit of nutty, maybe some peanut butter on the finish. But it's very, very nice. Very, very interesting. If you're an Elijah Craig fan, then this might cause some controversy. Has it got the wow factor that Elijah Craig's famous for? I'm not too sure, but I think I wouldn't normally recommend it to newbies to bourbons and newbies to whiskey, but this one I probably would. Elijah Craig's would probably think it would scare everybody off. I don't think this one will. And I think even with a little bit of water, it might just make it a wee bit more easier to... I have tried it with water, it becomes a wee bit more red fruit in it. But yeah, all in all, fantastic stuff. Score-wise, what would the score is? I'm going to score this as a bourbon. I'm thinking it's 87. I'm hoping to spend some more time with this. I'm hoping to share some of it out. It's just a really, really nice... It's a classic, maybe it's a different Elijah Craig. I think if you're expecting that big, powerful burst, that big wow factor, then I don't think it's there. But it wows you in different ways. It's got a really, really wonderful nose. The palate's pretty good. Other than that, guys, I'm Alan. I'm the whiskey friend. As I always say, the pleasure is in the sharing. Don't forget to send some great whiskey down the hatch. Until the next time, folks. See you all soon. Cheers now. Bye-bye.